Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, Wes Troop, and I am back this week with another Trending Topics episode where I'm going to tell you what went down in the Disney parks. That's right. So we got a lot to talk about this week, actually, so let's get started. Disney kicked off what will be the longest Epcot International Food and Wine Festival ever, lasting a whopping 62 days in grand style earlier this week. With 30 individual kiosks this year and over 24 new menu items, there is a lot to check out in 2016. 5 new food kiosks have been added, including the Chocolate Studio, which serves up a red wine chocolate truffle, Ghirardelli raspberry chocolate torte, and liquid nitro chocolate almond truffle. You can also go to Islands of the Caribbean, where you can find a Jamaican beef patty with mojo pork, which comes with black beans, cilantro rice, and pickled onions. They also have a pescado con coco, which is a seared grouper with pigeon peas and rice with a coconut sauce. Or try a casito, which is a puff pastry with sweetened cream cheese and guava sauce. Another new kiosk is the Greenhouse Guru, hosted by Village Farms, where you would not find me. You can sample chilled tomato gazpacho with lump crab meat, as well as duck confit. I think that's how you say it. I've never had some of these dishes in my life, so excuse me. With a creamy polenta and fire-roasted salsa, a heirloom tomato salad with goat cheese, aged balsamic vinegar, and micro basil, and a mini San Marzano tomatoes. Over at the Chew Collective, they're serving up ricotta and zucchini ravioli with a rustic tomato sauce, grilled beef skewer with romaine, apricots and feta cheese, and peanut butter and white chocolate mousse with a caramel drizzle for dessert. That sounds pretty good at least. And of course, finally, the Wine and Dine Studio lets you savor the best of the Golden State's award-winning vineyards, paired with signature dishes including pork tenderloin with cannelli bean ragout and Zinfandel reduction. Ooh, some reduction. Seared scallop, truffled celery root puree, Brussels sprouts and wild mushrooms featuring Melissa's produce, a trio of artisan cheese, and an artist palette of wine and cheese. That is what you can find at the new kiosks around World Showcase. Of course, the Eat to the Beat concert series returns as well, as do special experiences at an extra cost. Oh, God, no. So if you're looking to chow down or booze it up at Epcot, check out some of these new additions. Now, park hopping over to the Magic Kingdom, beginning October 2nd, 2016, Toy Story characters Woody and Jessie will no longer be meeting guests at the Magic Kingdom in Frontierland. While Woody meets guests currently at Disney's Hollywood Studios, at Pixar Place, the Magic Kingdom has been the only place where Jessie can be met, which means guests who want to see the character one last time will need to do so before Saturday, October 1st. It looks like Rafiki, who has been meeting in Adventureland for the past few months next to the Skipper Canteen, will also be leaving the kingdom soon as well, although no firm date has been given for the character's departure. However, Rafiki can still be met at Rafiki's Planet Watch over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So, I have a feeling Jessie's gonna show up at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Can't they just show up? I mean, they're Disney characters, for God's sake. I love how they're like, well, you know, Jessie only comes to Frontierland, so you'll never see her again. It's like, yeah, they could pop up somewhere. So I'm going to keep a lookout for Jessie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a new segment called Jessie Watch. Yes, and I'll let you know if Jessie is found anywhere else in the near future. But for now, definitely go and meet her and Woody and Rafiki in the Magic Kingdom if you want to get their autograph, take a selfie, yell, Andy's coming. No, don't do that. Whatevs. But I'll keep you updated with Jessie Watch. Also over at the Magic Kingdom, beginning October 10th, the Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade dining package will be offered at Tony's Town Square as a replacement experience for the outgoing Main Street Electrical Parade dining package. Similar to the previous package, guests who book this dining experience will be able to partake in a prefixed lunch, including appetizer, entree, dessert, and a non-alcoholic beverage. Sorry. At Tony's Town Square restaurant that will come with reserved viewing near the flagpole on Main Street, USA for the Festival of Fantasy Parade instead of the Electrical Parade. Pricing for the Disney Festival of Fantasy Parade dining package is exactly the same price as the previous package, costing $45 for adults and $17 for ages 3 to 9. Reservations can be made now. Right now, this second, do it. Now, so if you want to eat at Tony's restaurant and you want a good spot for the parade, and that sounds like a good deal, then you can do it. If you just want to watch the parade and you just want to eat somewhere else, then just, maybe pick a spot out 45 minutes before the parade. That's what I do, and I get a fine spot. But I'm not telling you where, because next time I go, you're going to be in my spot, and I'm going to have to punch you out, boy. So anyway, thanks for listening about my package. Speaking of extra pay events, though it won't take place for a number of weeks, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom is already sold out for Halloween night on October 13th, 2016. So for those who wanted to go in, it's a trick and not a treat. All other party dates remain available as of now. I would recommend getting your tickets now for that, because the closer it gets to Halloween, the closer it gets to the dates, the better chance it has of selling out. As I've said before in many of these shows, I do enjoy the Halloween party as well as the Christmas party. I do recommend checking them out at least once to see what you think of them. If you like them, then you can go back. If not, then screw it. But yeah, definitely look into that if you're interested in going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in the next few weeks or month or whatever. But anyway, enough about Halloween, because who's ready for Christmastime? The most wonderful time of the year returns to Disneyland Resort. We're hopping over to Disneyland now, where November 10th through the January 8th it will take place. The festive season will bring jolly new experiences, plus returning festive favorites. At World of Color, Season of Light, at Disney's California Adventure Park, it's an all-new nighttime spectacular, celebrating the warm and heartfelt spirit of the holidays. World of Color Season of Light will take guests through a sparkling winter fantasy, combining classic holiday songs with memorable moments from treasured Disney animated films to create an experience filled with magic. At Disney Viva Navidad and Feliz Navidad at Disney California Adventure Park as well, the entire family will delight in diverse cultural holiday celebrations, including the popular Disney Viva Navidad, and the global sounds of special guest musical groups will ring in throughout the festival. Guests will enjoy delicious, internationally inspired food and beverage at the 14 themed festival marketplaces, and the young at heart and the young will celebrate with some of their favorite Disney characters. This girl is everywhere. Princess Elena of Avalar will make her Disneyland Resort debut during Festival of Holidays, and after holidays at the Disneyland Resort conclude, she will remain at the California Adventure Park to continue visiting with guests. Over at Disneyland itself, the park, the holiday season brings the return of fan favorites, including the popular Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle, featuring magical snowfall moments that conclude with Believe in Holiday Magic Fireworks. Also returning for the holidays at Disneyland this year will be a Christmas Fantasy Parade, It's a Small World Holiday, and of course Haunted Mansion Holiday, as well as the Jingle Cruise attraction. Looking for Santa Claus? I won't be, because I was naughty. He and his sleigh full of mischievous elves will visit Redwood Creek Challenge Trail for this holiday season, where guests will join the festive fun and series of holiday-themed activities along the trail. And when Santa visits Disneyland Park, guests will be able to find him in a special location in Critter Country. Of course, more information will be coming your way as we get closer to the time. So there, very exciting stuff coming to Disneyland if you're going to be around there for the holidays. Like I said, I'm going to have more info as we get closer, surprisingly, which will be pretty soon. This year just flew by, guys. I don't know where it went. Now, back over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, where a 10-minute sneak peek of Marvel's new film, Doctor Strange, will begin on October 7th, 2016, at the One Man's Dream attraction, ahead of the movie's November 4th, 2016 release, opening in theaters. I'm pretty excited for Doctor Strange. You know, it's a new movie. I'm kind of familiar with the character. I do read me some comic books, but I never really picked up Doctor Strange, the comic book itself. I've seen him in the Avengers comics and all that, and he's aight. But, so hopefully, the movie will be pretty good. I mean, I give Marvel full benefit. I'm sure it's going to be great, but we'll see. But if you want to catch a little 10-minute sneak peek, I would, if I were at Disney's Hollywood Studios, I'd be checking out that preview over at the One Man's Dream Theater. Though its demise has been rumored since 2014, we're hopping over to Typhoon Lagoon, by the way, Disney confirmed that the Shark Reef snorkeling attraction at Typhoon Lagoon, which gives guests the opportunity to snorkel through a sunken ship in a temperature-controlled saltwater pool complete with sharks and tropical fish, will permanently close on October 2nd, 2016. There are no plans right now to replace this attraction, but the sharks and other fish will be relocated in the near future, most likely into a ride. Now, I did this experience once. That was the only time I've ever snorkeled in my life. I didn't really snorkel more than I just doggy paddled through and quickly swam through for my life. I sort of got talked into the experience, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not really digging this, so I'm going to make sure I get out of this within a minute. It's a cool experience, it is. I'm glad I can say that I did this now that it's closing, but not something I'd really want to do all the time. I don't know if I ever would have again. Hard to say, but probably not. But like I said, it's a cool thing to say that I did it once. If you're a fan of the snorkeling attraction, the Shark Reef, then definitely check it out before October 2nd. It's a little late to book a plane now, but, you know, if you're in the area at least. Over at Disney Springs, we're hopping again. The newly opened Coca-Cola store has debuted its own meet and greet experience. Guests who visit the location are now able to meet the iconic Coca-Cola Polar Bear in his frozen hideaway tucked inside the store. This is an interesting move with Disney, allowing a third-party character to meet guests on property, because it will even have its own photo pass service to support the new experience. Interesting. Very. This could mean we could see some interesting third-party characters other than the Coca-Cola Bear. So if you're in Disney Springs, you have your kids, you just want to meet the Coca-Cola Bear, you've been a big fan, you're the president of his fan club, then definitely check out his meet and greet. You never know, maybe a West Troop meet and greet will be in the works one day. You never know. Whatever. And finally, after the big success of Night of Joy just a few weekends ago, Walt Disney World has now confirmed that its annual Christian Music Festival will once again be held at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in 2017. The date for this year's Night of Joy, or next year's Night of Joy, my bad, will be September 8th and 9th, and though it's just under a year before the event kicks off, it's been confirmed that Mercy Me, which also appeared this past year, will be in the artist lineup next year as well. Tickets will go on sale sometime next spring, so if you are counting down the days, 361, 360, then definitely look into Night of Joy tickets. I've never been to Night of Joy, but I've heard it's pretty cool. All right, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another episode next week, and we'll find out what happens down in the parks. As well as this coming week, I'll be doing another Hitchhiking Host Show 101, where I'll talk about the history of a certain attraction. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter @HitchHostShow. And if you want to listen to the show, or you are listening to the show, you can do so on Podbean. It's hitchhostshow.podbean.com, or you can search for it on iTunes or Stitcher under West Troop or the Hitchhiking Host Show. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back, hurry back.
for the next episode. See ya.